Good evening, and I can tell you, I have never been more excited to be anywhere in my entire life than I am right here tonight. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here and to have you watching, whether you're watching live or you're going to watch in the future or whatever that may be, whatever position you may be in. So we want to thank you for being here. We want to thank you for being a part of this presentation. Tonight's a two-part presentation. We're going to do a couple of things. We are going to let you know why you need a business app, why a business app is important to your business, why those are the things that you need, and why it's important for you to have that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and I'm going to show you how simple it is to basically build a business app. And then I'm going to show you the order process and some special pricing. Excuse me, I apologize for that. Some special pricing. I'm going to make sure that we are live here real quick. Let me just check that process. And we are. And so we don't have to worry about that. But so we're going to get started. We're going to make this thing happen. And once again, I want to thank everybody for being here and welcome to GitDigi. I've had it called a lot of things. A lot of people say get diggy. So you can get whatever you want. I just appreciate you being here this evening. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to jump over here to the slide presentation, and we're going to talk about 8 benefits of your mobile app and why you need a mobile app, why that's important. What is it about a mobile app that will help your business, that will help your business grow, that will help you do the things that you have to do? Somebody just sent a comment in. Jimmy, thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate that, man. Said he liked the background in the studio tonight. Appreciate that, Jimmy. And so 8 benefits of mobile apps for your business. Why do you need a mobile app? Why is a mobile app important? Well, I can just about promise you that every one of you use an app once or twice a day, maybe 3 times a day, maybe 5 times a day, maybe 50 times a day. But you're using apps, and your business needs to be mobile. Your business needs to be mobile for several reasons, and we're going to talk about 8 of those reasons in the first part, the first 30 minutes of this presentation. And then we're going to show you how easy it is to build an app and why the DIY solution is really good for some. If you don't want to build your own app, then all you have to do is contact us, and we'll build it for you. Let's see. Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? First off, according to Pew Research, 81% of Americans now own a smartphone. Is that not amazing? I mean, but you think about this, right? When you think about all the people that you see every single day, when you go to a store, when you go out shopping, when you go out eating, look at your home at Christmas time when you had those hot Christmas parties. Everybody was standing around on their phones. Everybody was taking pictures. Everybody was posting to Instagram. Everybody was posting to Facebook. Everyone had their phone. And so this percentage rises to over 90% for those aged between 18 and 49. Considering that most people always carry their devices with them, this poses an incredible opportunity for you to get what you want. And that's customers to purchase more from you. We're going to look at the benefits of a mobile app and why you need a mobile app for your business. Most sales is ultimately what all business owners want. Now, some people say this, and I've heard it 1,000 times. Well, you know what, man? My granddaddy owned this business. My great-granddaddy owned this business. I'm just carrying on a legacy. But I can tell you this. If you're on here right now and you own a business and that business needs to have an income to sustain your life, your business is all about revenue and how much money you're going to make. And if you're not reaching out to your clients, if you're not doing what you need to do to build your business, then this is what's going to happen. And this is kind of hardcore. So if you can't handle hardcore, this might not be the place for you, but your doors are going to shut. And if your door's shut, then your great-grandpa's legacy and your grandpa's legacy and your legacy just went with the key in the door that's not going to open anymore. It doesn't matter if you own a coffee shop, a fitness studio, a restaurant, a clothing store, a car dealership, a catering business. It doesn't matter what you own. You have to be able to reach out to people. And you have to be able to reach out to the people who come into your store every day, and you get them to download your app. Now, some people tell me all the time, say, Kerry, I just can't get them to download the app. Well, do you do this? Hey, here's our app. Download our app. See, there is interaction with every single thing you do. You can't just expect, with the millions and millions and millions of apps on the App Store, for somebody to just go there and say, oh, this person has an app. First off, they don't even know. So we're going to teach you how to market your app, because that's extremely important. Apps can help. Studies have found that time spent in an app correlates strongly with sales. Additionally, industry experts at eMarketer predict that by 2021, just a year from now, okay, this is 2020. I still write 2019 on everything, but this is 2020. Okay, by 2021, the majority of e-commerce sales will come via mobile. The question is your business mobile? Apps can increase sales. We found that after 12 months of adoption, so that means, don't think for a second that just because you're going to purchase an app tonight or tomorrow or the next day, and you're going to build that app and you're going to make things happen for yourself, that it's going to happen overnight. Excuse me. That it's going to happen overnight. Okay. The average number of online orders per customer per month grew from 1.21% to 2.848%. The average annual online spend per customer increased from 112%, and the average online spend per customer increased by 51%. Could you imagine your business growing like that just because you made one simple shift in your marketing plan? Do you have a marketing plan? Do you have someone to help you and share with you and teach you the things that you need to do to help grow your business? If you don't, tonight you're in the right place at the right time to build your business. Apps provide a simple way for business consumers to connect. Most obviously, this can come through push notifications. There are a lot of people that are on this call or will be watching this call that know exactly what I'm talking about when I say push notifications. You have to communicate directly with your customers. You have to be able to send them information and say, hey guys, here we are today. Come in today. It's noon. Free fries with your hamburger, because everybody in town is competing for that business, right? Everybody wants those customers. Maybe you've got a jean sale going on and you want to reach out to those customers right in the middle of lunchtime so that they can spend 15 minutes eating and then go out and do what? They can go out and they can get a part of the sale while they're out at lunchtime. You see, you have to let customers know what you're doing. Push notifications today are a huge part of your business. Maybe you have an online business or an at-home business, and you want to go online, and you're thinking for a second, well, everybody's going to go on their phone, on their computer and purchase from me. That's just not true. And with they're on their phone and they have your app, you can reach out to them and say, hey, today our product XYZ is on sale. Have a link to your app, have a link to the store, send them directly to the store where they purchased the product right there on the app. You see, an app is more than just a tool for somebody to look up a couple of things. An app is a place just like a brick and mortar store for them to walk in, purchase that product, you deliver the product, and they've got the product, and because you gave them great service, because you're able to communicate with them, because they're able to do two-way communications with you. See, it's not just about you communicating with them. It's also about what? About them being able to communicate with you by going into the app, using in-app communication directly to you, sharing with you the information that they need to know so that they can make a good buying decision. You have to be able to communicate with your customers today. If you don't, It's just not going to happen. Direct messaging is another way that apps allow direct communication between the customer and your businesses. Customers will often want or expect help when making a purchase. And if you tell someone that your store is open, that your online store is open, and your communication center is open from 7 in the morning till 6 at night, then you need to be talking to those customers. You need to be communicating with them. Maybe they want to know if you've got a size 3 and all you have in stock is size 6, or maybe they need a size 42 and all you got in stock is a size 30. They have to have that information before they make a buying decision, because they do not want to wait 6 weeks for you to get new stock in store. But what you may be able to do is say, hey, I don't have that particular jean in a size 3, and show them a pair of jeans that you have that they might like even better. And then what do? Hey, we'll give these to you at the same price, even though they're a little more, so that you can bring in that customer. You have to be able to communicate. In-app communications is very, very important. Just a few years ago, when a customer wanted to make a purchase, they had to come into your shop physically. More recently, they were able to make purchases by finding a computer. I remember going to the library several years ago and shopping online because I didn't have a computer at home. And online shopping was just kind of kicking off and nobody really knew what it was. But now what do? They pick up their phone and they go in and they want to purchase it, and they want to purchase it now. With a mobile app, you take this evolution one step further by making it easy for customers to buy from you wherever they are. I'm going to ask this question, and I know nobody will answer it, but I'm going to ask it anyway. How many of you have shopped sitting in traffic, sitting at a red light, sitting at a stop sign? I know everybody does. Everybody does. I'll be the first to admit I do. If I'm sitting at a red light and I've got time to purchase something off of Amazon, or if I've got time to purchase something from Walmart, or if I need to go by and pick up some groceries at Walmart, I can go in there and punch it in online. People want easy access, and they want it just like we did when the microwave first came out, and we wanted that baked potato in 7 minutes. Does everybody remember that? You see, we live in a microwave world. Apps are generally faster to use as customers no longer have to navigate to the website on their phone. They open the app and they're already on your platform. They already have the store right in their face. Additionally, customers that use mobile apps can stay logged in and save their details, including payment and delivery information, to their phone, making payments more convenient. Customer loyalty. Does everybody recognize that little cup up there? I just had me a Venti white chocolate mocha yesterday. Picked it up at the hospital when I was over at the hospital. Customer loyalty is key. And how do you build customer loyalty? By making sure that you reward customers for being your customer. Having loyal customers can increase sales at your companies. Studies have shown that members of loyalty schemes spend more than non-members. And you think about this. We've all done this. We've gone into a store and we've saved 20% on something, and we wind up going and say, oh my gosh, I've got extra money. And you go buy something else and you spend twice as much as you was going to spend because you just went in for that one thing. Businesses can improve customer loyalty with an app through a customer loyalty program. These programs encourage customers to make repeat purchases by offering rewards to those who frequently buy at stores. How easy is it to set up a customer loyalty program? I'm going to show you. It's as simple as dragging and drop and setting up the loyalty program that you want. Starbucks is a brand that knows the value of a good loyalty program. The most recent figures from the company show that its Starbucks members program has an incredible, you see that number? 17.6 million active members, with the CE calling the program an important growth driver. If you want to build your business, and if you've got one store, and you're the store in town that has a loyalty program that you can send a notification out and say, hey, come in today. Don't forget our loyalty program. Give them a coupon and punch their card in. And when they get 10 punches, they get a free something. Do you not think that they're not going to come back over and over and over again? You have to reward your customers. You have to show them that you care for them, love them, hug them, and you want them to come in and spend money. Because if you do not do that, you're going to close the doors because your competition is, and if you do not catch up to your competition, you're going to be finding something else to do. And fortunately or unfortunately, that's business. That's the way business operates. So you either get on board and give clients what they want, give your customers what they want so that they'll come in over and over and over again, because we know that loyal customers do what? They spend more money. And it's a lot easier to bring in a customer, a loyal customer. It's a lot cheaper to do that than it is to go out and market to bring in new business. But you know where most businesses focus? Bringing in new clients. That's why their marketing budget dries up. We get a customer and we forget about them, and we continually go after new customers. And next thing you know, you're wondering where John went. And next time you see him, you say, "Hey, John, I hadn't seen you in a while. Oh, yeah, we found this great restaurant across town. You ought to go try it out." He don't even remember who you are. Why? Because you did not stay engaged. You see, you have to be loyal to them as a business owner. You have to share with them and show them what the reason why you want to keep them. Brand value. I've been teaching brand value. Let me switch this over because I want everybody to see my face. I have been teaching brand value since 2011. And I'll never forget my youngest son. We were at a basketball game, and he was probably, 2 or 3 years old. And we were pulling up on a ramp. And he said, "Look, Daddy, there's McDonald's in the beaches." I'm thinking, what in the heck is he trying to tell me? And he said, "Look, Daddy, there's McDonald's in the beaches." And he was just getting his talking down and his words down. And then I looked up, and there was a McDonald's signs in the bushes at the entrance to McDonald's. Now, if McDonald's can build a brand with a 2 or 3 year old child that knows what those golden arches is, does everybody in your hometown know what your brand is? Does everybody know who you are? If you walk into Walmart, do people call you by name because they know what business you're in? Do they know what you do? If you are a marketer, do they know who you are? Do they know what you have? Do they know what you're doing and why you're doing it? If they don't, then you have zero brand value. I don't want people to say, "Just Carrie's a nice person." I want people to go out and let everybody know that, hey, if you need to change your marketing and bring customers in, you need to talk to Carrie, because he owns a company called GitDigi Marketing Solutions, and he can help you do exactly what you need to do so everybody in town knows who you are. You see, building brand is everything. There's nothing more important than building your brand. Providing a positive in-app experience can help build your brand value. Willow Tree found that a positive experience can drive sales. The company found that when an in-app experience is positive, 67% of people would sign up for the loyalty program. Now, remember, we just talked about loyalty. People will spend more money on a loyalty program. They would make purchases through the app. 50% would use the app regularly, and 47% said it would increase their brand loyalty. Your brand is everything. I look at logos all the time. And I look at a logo and I say, I don't even know what this person does. Because they'll go in there and put every single thing under the sun on their logo and has absolutely nothing to do with your business. If you own an engine shop and you rebuild engines, don't put tires on your logo. Put an engine on your logo. If you're a real estate agent, don't put a Maserati on your business card because nobody cares what you drive. They want to know that you can put them in a home. Branding is everything. Brand value is everything. If you don't get anything else from this training, if you never purchase another thing from me, if you don't do anything else I say, listen to what I'm saying about building your brand. There are other ways an app can build a brand value. Having an app puts your company in the same category as what? As the big box stores. I heard a very interesting statistic today that 55% of the small to medium businesses don't even have an active website. I mean, that just blew my mind. And we walk into companies all the time, and then we sit down with business owners and we look at their website, and it's like, dude, man, this thing is like from the 1920s. It's not responsive. People are not going to stay on a responsive site. And then when you talk to them about an app, it's like, well, nobody's ever gone to my website. Well, I wonder why, because it's really junk. You have to build your brand. People have to know who you are. Don't put 15 different logos out there. I want to know when I drive your store that John owns this company that sells this particular coffee, and I can put two and two together, and I can walk in, and when I walk in, John has done his homework, and I've been in there enough times. He says, hey, Carrie, you want the extra black today? You want the extra creamy? Whatever. I'm not a coffee drinker, but if I was, and John knew what I wanted, he'd be bagging it up when I walked in the door. Why? Because he has built a brand, and the brand is extremely valuable, and he knows what he's doing. It makes you appear to be right on the cutting edge of technology. A lot of people aren't technologically. I'm not a programmer. Okay, I'm not a programmer. I hire people to program for me. When I come up with an idea, I do what's called a wireframe, and I draw pictures and say, okay, I want this to do this, this to do this. So I'm no techno nerd. Okay, but I know enough about technology I want everybody to realize that my business is on the cutting edge. Because if my business isn't on the cutting edge, what's going to happen? Poof, I'm going to go away. I don't have an app. I don't have a website. Nobody knows who I am. My brand stinks. I have no way to communicate with my customers. I have no way to share with people. And I have people all the time say, well, I don't really have a product. What I do is teach people. That's the most important time to communicate with people. Your brand is you. That is your brand. My brand is Kerry Miller. When I step on a stage, and everybody can see that little golden microphone in the right-hand corner, when I step on stage, I want people to know that, hey, this guy's about to bring value because that's Kerry Miller. And that's the way you have to be. It's not arrogance. It's just straight up marketing. You have to market yourself. You have to be on the cutting edge of technology. You have to build your brand. If I walked in your town tomorrow and asked 5 people randomly who you were and what store you owned, would they know? It's a powerful question, isn't it? If you work from home and you're selling a specific product, and I was looking for that product, and I walked into 10 businesses and said, hey, I'm looking for a product, but I know that it's sold from home. Do you know anybody that does that? Would somebody be able to say, hey, go see Jim, go see Carol, go see Dave, go see Chrissy? Would anybody be able to call your name and say, this is what that person does? You see, we get wrapped up in a box. And I like to spend a little bit of time on branding. So you're going to get about 2 or 3 more minutes of this. I like to spend my time on this box. Why? Because that's how important your brand is. People want to know why their business doesn't grow. Because you have no way to share with people who you are, what you have, and what you do. Who you are, what you have, what you do. And nobody knows who you are. The first thing you need to do when you start building your app, as we go over this next few days and we get your app built and we get you out there and you're sharing your app and you're doing all that kind of stuff, you need to make sure that you're kissing babies and shaking hands and building your brand, because it is so, so important. Your app needs to provide a personalized experience. Your app needs to share with people where you are. Another benefit of a mobile app for business is that the apps provide a personalized experience. For example, you can schedule notifications using geolocation technology so that the customer receives a notification when they are close to your business. McDonald's and Burger King do it better than anybody other than Walmart. And you say, well, gosh, Kerry, they have millions of dollars to spend to be able to do that. They do. And they do. They've got an entire tech team sitting in their offices, and that's all they do. But what if I could tell you that you can do the exact same thing using the exact same technology for pennies on the dollar and grow your business just like the big box stores does and not be afraid to do it? See, that's why GitDigi was brought online in 2012, because I wanted to be able to bring technology to the small to medium business so that they could do the exact same thing the big box stores do, so that they could reach out to their clients, so they didn't have to worry about shutting the doors. Alternatively, you can create customer segments, tag the customers based on these segments to provide more relevant content. Maybe everybody that says, hey, do you have this particular gene? You could tag them. And when those genes come in stock, you can send out a message to those 30 or 40 people and say, hey, we got these genes in. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to sell out a product. Maybe you, I don't know a lot about beauty products, but maybe you've got a beauty product, and now everybody in town knows you sell these great beauty products, okay? And everybody's looking for this particular kind of stuff you put on your face to tighten your pores and make you look good. Okay, and you go do that, and everybody knows that, and everybody's got your app, and now what can you do? You can send them out a push notification and say, hey, everybody that was looking for this product, poof, it just came in today. What would that do for your sales? What if you owned a restaurant? What if you owned a restaurant and in that restaurant, you send out a message that, hey, we've got extra T-bones today, and we're going to knock $5 off a T-bone dinner. Do you not think you're going to move those T-bones out the door? Absolutely you are. It'll allow you to send out to people who want exactly what you have, and you have to have the technology to be able to do that. If you don't, guess what? Your competition will. And when your competition gets it, you're playing catch up. And you're going to call Kerry and you're going to say, hey, I'm behind. Every tire store in town now has an app. What am I supposed to do? You got to get on board, and get on board today. Increased brand engagement. I was just talking about McDonald's a while ago. Here I got a McDonald's slide up. Apps are an excellent tool to increase how much a customer engages with your brand. They do this in several ways. We talked about loyalty. Loyalty programs that will go back to your app time and time and over and over and over again. Once a user has installed the app, you can use notifications to get them to reopen it. That's why notifications are so important, because we know ourselves that people, the first thing they do when their phone starts to fill up, they'll take an app off their phone, but they don't take the apps off that they're using. Okay. Once a user installs the app, you can use notifications to get them to reopen it, and they're not going to take it off. Users can communicate with your brand directly through the app. We were just talking about that. And then you tag that person because they're talking to you about a specific thing. And when that specific thing happens, when that specific event happens, when that specific car comes in, if you're a car dealer, when those specific jeans come in, if you're a clothing person, when those cosmetics come in because you're a cosmetics person, when whatever you are selling hits, you can message everybody and say, hey guys, look, here I am. Here I am. So you want to be able to communicate. And by releasing app content frequently, going in, put your blog in your app. Send content out there. And I'm going to go back to the makeup thing. Okay. Some of you are going to say, man, he must buy a lot of makeup. And I don't. I don't buy any of that stuff. Okay. But if you're that person, or if you're a restaurant and everybody's on the keto diet and you create a keto menu, wouldn't it be important to put in your app and send out a notification? Hey, read our new post on keto today. And update that information and share that information. I don't care what you're selling. You have to keep people in the know. Just like education with me is important, educating your clients and your customers, educating your city, educating your local area who you are is extremely important. McDonald's app has coupons that change every single week, just like Burger King. Okay, Burger King and McDonald's has this coupon thing down. This encourages users to check back frequently. Another example is the BBC radio app, which publish regular content from its shows to keep users interested. You have to keep people in the app if you're going to continue to build your business. Okay. And that's what we're going to teach you. I want everybody, I'm fixing to put a slide up. I'm going to put a thing on the bottom of the thing here. I want everybody to go to https://facebook.com/groups/GitDigi. That's where we're going to hold our trainings at. Okay. That's where we're going to hold our trainings at. There are many benefits of mobile apps. Many benefits of mobile apps for business owners. I don't care what your business is. If you're not mobile, your business isn't going to grow. I want you to think of something for a moment. In about let's see. I'm trying to think when I bought my first computer. It was an ADT or something. I can't remember. An AST. It was about $5,000. Bought it at Sam's Club. They just got them in. I was trading commodities. And I wanted a computer so bad. Today, that computer is absolutely obsolete. Then the laptops came around. And the laptops used to weigh 10 pounds. Now we have smaller laptops we can carry anywhere. Most people have gotten away from their computers and their laptops, and they're using what? They're using a phone. They're using a phone to shop. 90%. People are purchasing online. These benefits come together to create an optimal customer experience, potentially making them more loyal and more likely to do what? Purchase from you. Purchase from you. And that's what we're looking for, right? We want more sales. We want more business. We want to be able to do the things that we do. Why? So that people will buy from us. And that's exactly what we want them to do. Now, I want to share with you the platform that I'm talking about tonight. And I want to show you what we do for you. A lot of the systems that you buy that are do-it-yourself kind of leave you hanging. All right. They say, okay, here it is. The instruction's terrible. You can't share. You can't show. You can't figure it out. I mean, it just drives you absolutely crazy. But this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to put this up again. I want to make sure everybody joins this site. I want you to go to this group. This is where we're going to hold training. All right. Facebook.com/groups/GitDigi. All right. Make sure you go to that site. That's where we're going to train. And I'm going to teach you how to come in here and build these apps. But this is what's really cool. When you purchase this app, when you come in and you purchase the app and you send me the information, we're going to set up the base app for you. The only thing you're going to have to do is come in and you're going to have to put your images in, your app icon in. You're going to have to do those things. We're not going to create that for you. You can get that done on Fiverr. You can get it done anywhere you want to get it done. We're going to have some content already in here. We're going to have the About Us information. We're going to get this from the place that off of the sales page. When you go in and you purchase the app, we're going to take that information. We're going to go ahead and fill that in for you. We're going to put an inquiry tab in here. We're going to put some in-app messaging already in here for you. All right. That way you don't have to worry about all that stuff. All you need to do to have a great in-app experience when you receive this app is put your images in there and start sharing it. But then what we're going to do in the group is we're going to teach you how to go in, and we're going to teach you how to add features. Okay. External links. If you want to put an external link in, if you want to do the blog thing that I was talking about, the content is a great place to do that. You can put an image in there and you can write, two or 300 words. Maybe you're part of a group that does blogging, and they'll allow you to repost. And as long as you give the credit to whoever that wrote the information, put that information in there. Why? Because people will come back over and over and over again. And then you can set up an app structure. And if you're going to do a blog, I will show you how to use the app structure in order to put together a hierarchy of your blog post and everything in place. Okay. Don't just try to figure that stuff out. I do it every day. So I'm going to share with you and show you how to do that. The About Us section, directions, if you want to put directions in your app. Okay. If you want to have user interaction, all right. Forms is a great way to interact. Calendly, I don't know if any of you use Calendly. This is my favorite go-to appointment calendar because I set it up in everything. Calendly is a great program. You can add this to your app. Just simply go in and put your information in there, your URL in there, and it works directly inside the app. It's a great program. I'm going to show you how to do that. If you have a restaurant, you're using OpenTable, Facebook events, Google appointments, booking websites, quizzes. If you want to take a quiz inside the app, interaction is extremely important, and we're going to teach you about that. Media, if you have a image gallery, Flickr, Instagram, video directory, if you want to put videos in there, if you want to put audio streaming, maybe you got a radio station, or maybe you do a podcast or something like that. Maybe you have an account on StreamCloud or SoundCloud, Twitter, Pinterest. I was just watching a show today. This is very interesting. It's where Hershevek and some lady, I can't remember her name, but they're going into a town and they're kind of rebuilding the town. And they were at a tattoo shop. And I don't use Pinterest. I never have. I look on Pinterest all the time, but I've never used it. And they were talking about the importance of Pinterest, how people make a decision based on the pins on Pinterest, based on just the images. And this happened to be a tattoo shop. And so they was showing the guy, hey, you really need to get on Pinterest. And you know what the guy said? He said, man, that's crazy you said that, because most people, especially women that come in for a tattoo, find the images on Pinterest. So there are businesses out there, if you're using these technologies and you're using this social media, you're able to put this right inside your app. Maybe you want to put some PDFs in there. All the things you can do. I mean, it's just food ordering. If you own a restaurant, food ordering is extremely important today. Look at DoorDash. Look at Uber Eats. People want to order their food online and make that happen. And we're going to go in here, and maybe you have an Amazon shop, product shopping. You want to put a Shopify. Maybe you have a Shopify. We have some people that do, what's that called? Let me find it here. Loyalty rewards cards. We're going to teach you how to do all that. Coupons. Let me find this shopping. Right. Etsy. A lot of you have Etsy stores. You can put your Etsy store right inside the app. Okay, now you've done what? You've turned your app into a shopping platform with blogging information, with coupon information, with in-app messaging information, so that they can talk to you about the products that you have and ask you how long it would take you to make something. You have everything right inside one app to do absolutely everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to send you the base app. And then we're going to share with you. A lot of you, all you have to do is come in here and say, okay, I'm going to add this feature here. I'm going to click on this. Yeah, I'm going to slap an external link in there. I'm going to put my Etsy store in there. Let's go ahead and put a message center in there. Let's put Calendly in there because I set appointments. Let's put some geo listings because I own a car store and I want to make sure everybody knows where the cars are. And as you get into this and you start looking and you start sharing, you start saying, oh, I can do that. I can do that, because it's all drag and drop, fill in the blocks. And we're going to teach you that inside of our Facebook training page. All right. Inside of our Facebook training page, go to facebook.com/groups/GitDigi. Now, this is what's going to happen. Those that are in the group for the first month are going to stay in the group, because some people are going to see this video. Actually, there'll be several hundred people see this before the night's over, and they're going to join the group. And in order to stay in the group, you're going to have to be building an app. So after the first 30 days, we're going to go in and call everybody, because we don't just want everybody in the group, right? So You're asking yourself this question, Carrie, how do I get the app? You're going to go to GitDigi.com. Okay. Let me go in here and put this in here real quick. I'm gonna add this so that you can see it. You're going to go to GitDigi.com. Okay, GitDigi.com. And this is the page you're going to come to. Now, I just want to show everybody, because I'm a very, very transparent person. I use a program called ThriveCart. ThriveCart just built a new in-app page builder. And I built my entire site in ThriveCart. Thank you, Josh, for doing that. Okay, so it's gonna forward you to the ThriveCart page. This is also the checkout page. All right, you're gonna just cruise through here, and here's some of the things. Here's some of the features: drag and drop app builder, rich media, push notifications, online payments, loyalty programs, improved awareness, app downloads, increased sales, increased customers, app downloads, increased bookings, improved loyalty, app downloads. Here's some statistics for you. I recommend that you look at the statistics and understand them. This is push notifications. Push notifications boost app engagement by 88%. That's how important push notifications are. 65% of users return to an app within 30 days when push is enabled. Okay. Now, we all know that we can turn push off, but most people don't. Why? Because if you send out good information, they have that. And then you're going to scroll down here and you're going to put your information in. Okay. Now, let me tell you one thing about these apps that you can do. These are called progressive web apps. You can upload these to Google Play and Apple. All right. You can upload these to Google. You don't have to, but you can. Apple is kind of their own thing. In order for push notifications to work, you have to have it in an Apple store. Now, before you do that, we're going to consult you personally. I'm going to spend about 30 minutes with you. I'm going to go through your app. I'm going to look at everything. Apple is extremely picky, and you have to have an account for Apple. We will upload your app for free in Google. Okay, we will upload your app for free in Google. But for Apple, you have to get your own developer account. You get unlimited push notifications, unlimited downloads, audience segmentation, scheduled push, geolocation, professional app store review and submission service. We will make sure we go through that with you step by step. Apple is tough, okay? The app is $19.99 set up and $9.99 a month. Now, you can get off of here and you can go compare with anybody you want to, and you're going to be spending about $80 a month for this app. You say, well, Kerry, why is yours so inexpensive? Because I believe that everyone should be able to compete in the small market. I think that's the most important thing. That's what our country was built on, and I'm able to do that. All right? I'm able to do that. So it's $19.99 set up and $9.99 when you get your app. You're going to have your own platform. You're going to be able to go in. You're going to be able to log in. You're going to see all the stuff that I showed you here. You're going to be able to go in and start playing with everything. I highly recommend that you join the group. Very, very important. And watch training videos, as I put training videos in there and show you how to do that. We also have and you're going to get all the information for this. We have a support site. All you need to go in is ask questions. What I like to do in support, if it's something I just can't answer, I'll make a quick video, shoot it back to you, and there it is. And I'll also put that video in where? I'll put it in the group. Why will I do that? Because that question is going to get asked again. You know, so let's just do a video on it real quick and kill 3 birds with 1 stone. All right. So you're going to have your own CMS system. All right, you're going to be able to control your own messaging, your customers, your dashboard, and you're going to have all the features right here. You're going to be able to do all that. And your app is going to come to you with a base app already built. Now, you can go in and change all that information all you want. You will need to go in and you will need to make your splash screen. All right, this is 1080 by 1920. We'll show you how to do that. We're not going to design them for you. and your app icon, which is 1024 by 1024. And this is what goes right here on the phone. Okay, splash screen is what comes up when you open your app. All right. Any questions at all, please ask in the comments. If I don't get them now, I will get them later. But go to GitDigi.com. Go to GitDigi.com. I will be on here over the next several days doing this. Go to GitDigi.com and order up your app. And it's $19.99 setup, $9.99 a month. Now, I told you there was going to be something special I was going to announce. I've been asked several times over this last few weeks as I started posting things on Facebook, hey, what if we want to sell apps? What if I want to go out and sell apps? How do I do that? It's going to be the same process. When you go through the checkout process, you're going to be able to purchase 50 apps. It's a $99 setup and $49.99 a month. Okay. Now, when you check out, you're going to see tax added to that. Texas has a 6.75% tech tax here. So, but if you want to go out and sell apps, we're going to teach you how to do that also. We're going to teach you how to do that also. Okay. So, if you have any questions, do this. Just put them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Go to GetDigi.com, $19.99 setup and $9.99 a month. You're welcome to go compare that anywhere you want because nobody can touch that price. And also our trading sites, HTTPS, Facebook.com/groups/GetDigi. You will see me in there a whole lot. And I'll be doing lives. I'll be doing recorded videos. But all the training will be in the GetDigi Facebook group. If there's no more questions, I've got some people that are texting me on my, Facebook Messenger right here. Got people shooting it to me on my Facebook Messenger, and I'll get with you folks as soon as I'm done with that. But I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank you in advance for becoming a part of the GetDigi family. I want one thing in life. And that's your business to succeed. I grew up in the small to medium business market. All right. That's what I grew up in. My father owned a restaurant. All right. Small restaurant, seated about 75 people. And that's what I was raised on. That's small business. So I've got the small business mentality. I want to see you doing $500,000 to $5 million a year. But you're not going to do that unless you get tech. It's just the way it is. People are going to start buying your products from somebody in somebody's store. And the only way you're going to be able to combat that is to be able to put your products in a store. With our program, you can do that. All you have to do is come in, go to content, add your features. You want to set up a store, go to monetization. You want to have you have products to sell. Maybe you've got an Etsy store. Maybe you got a Shopify store. You want to build a Shopify store. I recommend just going in here and setting it up right here inside the app. Product shopping, provide full e-commerce shopping for your app users, add unlimited products, categories by department and brand with full images, pricing and descriptions, allow your customers to browse, add to cart, check out with PayPal or your own web e-commerce program. If you've got an e-commerce payment system, just put it right in the system here, okay? And you say, well, Kerry, is it that easy? It's just that easy. Click a button, get your departments, your brands, your product search in your basket. Watch this, bam. Shopping tabs, there they are. You want to set up your navigation? I personally like the app clean on the front, and I like a menu. Here's the transparent menu right here. Come over here to preview. You can preview these. You can see what they look like. You can see through that. That looks pretty cool. There's About Us section, our booking section. That's a Calendly. You can see right there, Calendly.com. Inquire. They can inquire right inside the app. Message center, all right within inside the app. Once you get done, if you want to have it uploaded into Apple, let us know. When you get done, if you want to have it uploaded into Google Play, let us know, and we'll take care of that for you. You can select any multiple types of navigation, multiple types of navigation. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Go to GitDigi.com. It is $19.99 setup, $9.99 a month. There is no contract if you want to quit, if you want to bail out. But let me say this. I want you to remember what I said earlier. This is a 12-month marketing plan. Don't start and say, well, I didn't make $1 million the second month, and say, well, I don't want to spend $9.99 a month. Because what you're going to do is you're going to cut the snake's head off before it had a chance to bite you. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank everybody for coming out. God bless you. If you need to get a hold of me, just message me inside facebook.com/GitDigi, or you can go to the group and message me inside the group, and I'll be more than happy to return your messages. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you as part of the GitDigi family. Everybody have a great night. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you inside the Facebook group.